Did you know that Spain's national anthem has no words? Marcha Real is the Spain's national anthem with no lyrics, along with 3 other countries that have no official lyrics. The Marcha Real was composed in 1761 by Manuel de Espinosa de los Monteros, was a military march for the Spanish infantry. In the 1770s, Charles III declared it Spain's official march, and later the national anthem, and despite several attempts to set lyrics, none have been officially approved by the Spanish government. During General Francisco Franco's dictatorship, fascist poet José María Pemón used lyrics from his work. Eventually, the lyrics were dropped after General Franco's death and Spain's move to democracy. In 2008, Spain's Olympic Committee attempted to set lyrics to the anthem, but it was criticized for its lyrical line, which linked to Franco's dictatorship. Did you know that the Popsicle was invented by an 11-year-old boy? The delightful Popsicle has a fascinating story. It wasn't dreamed up by a marketing genius or a seasoned chef. Back in 1905, 11-year-old Frank Epperson from California mixed some soda powder with water in a glass, and added a wooden stick for stirring. He accidentally left the glass outside on his porch overnight, and that night, the temperatures dropped, and when Frank woke up the next morning, he discovered that the soda mixture had frozen solid around the wooden stick. He started making these frozen concoctions for his friends, and as he grew older, he continued making them for his own children. In 1923, Epperson filed a patent for his invention. Initially, he called these frozen delights Epsicles, but his children insisted on a different name, Pops-Sickles, and so, the Popsicle was born. The Popsicle gained popularity when Frank partnered with Jolo Company to distribute them at popular entertainment venues. Did you know that our circulatory system stretch up to 60,000 miles? Our circulatory system plays a crucial role in transporting blood, nutrients, gases, and hormones, and from cells throughout the body, ensuring our overall well-being. Each blood vessels like arteries, capillaries, and veins is made up of tiny vessels, and yes, if you were to lay out all of the arteries, capillaries, and veins in one adult end to end, they would stretch about 60,000 miles, or 100,000 kilometers. To put that into perspective, the capillaries, which are the smallest blood vessels, with an average about 8 microns, or roughly a tenth of the diameter of a human hair, would make up about 80% of this incredible length. By comparison, the circumference of the Earth is approximately 25,000 miles, or 40,000 kilometers, which means a person's blood vessels could wrap around the planet approximately 2.5 times. Did you know that ancient Egyptians used dead mice to cure toothaches? Ancient Egyptians used unconventional methods to treat toothaches, including using dead mice. The Ebers Papyrus, one of the oldest medical texts, mentions using a mixture made from mice to alleviate toothaches around 1550 BC. The ancient people used to cut dead mice in half and place them on sore teeth or gums, believing it would provide relief. This practice reflects their limited knowledge about dental care and hygiene. Additionally, the sand in their bread contributed to dental problems. Ancient Egyptians developed dental bridges and surgical techniques for treating the jaw and gums, without anesthetics. Historians speculate that these early dental procedures were performed on living patients or the deceased, as Egyptians believed in preserving the body for the afterlife. Did you know that tomato ketchup was once used as medicine? The tomato ketchup is one of the most used ingredients in the world. In the 1830s, tomato ketchup was sold as a medicine that could treat ailments like diarrhea, indigestion, and jaundice. The idea was initially proposed by Dr. John Cook Bennett, an American physician in 1834, who later decided to sell the recipe as tomato pills. After sales began, copycats flooded the market with their own pills, leading to a war of tomato pills, which claimed to solve all ailments but mostly sold laxatives. In the end, it all led to the fall known as the Tomato Ketchup Empire, in 1850. Decade later in 1876, American entrepreneur Henry Heinz created today's version of tomato ketchup, which we all know today as Heinz Tomato Ketchup. Heinz recipe gained popularity as a non-medicinal condiment, and remains widely known today.